What's up, fam? Smiley here. Welcome to Smiles for Miles RC time. I just wanted to do a revisit video with the Deerc HS14331. Reason being is because I did a little thing. I did my first transplant. Okay, I did my first transplant. I had a setup I had showed you guys probably in a, not probably, I showed you guys in a prior video. And it was a system that came out of my 300E 1/18 scale 4x4 truck from DERC. Great truck, by the way. You should pick one up. Those are really badass. I am not affiliated with anybody. I'm just sharing information with you guys and sharing my experiences with these vehicles that I have. I hope everybody having a blessed day. I hope this video finds everybody happy and healthy, and I hope to earn your subscription today. If you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, that helps the algorithm get me out to the masses farther. And also, if you notice that there's commercials showing up on my videos, I'm not monetized as of yet, but to have YouTube throwing commercials on my videos, I know they're kind of annoying a bit, but you can fast forward through them. But I appreciate that happening because that means YouTube is recognizing my content. I hope wherever they're going, everybody's safe and sound over there. So anyways, let's get back to the car. There's a couple things I did. This is the new remote that I'm using. This is a DERC remote. 2.4 gigahertz. It's a very simple remote. It's got a throttle, speed throttle, and steering trim on and off button right there. I put a couple pieces of Velcro. I have another mount that I can just Velcro on that I used to use with my 300E. And so I'm going to try my hand at filming and doing remote at the same time. We'll see how it goes. We'll just see how it goes. But it has a nice wheel with a nice sponge, nice trigger forward and reverse. There is no brake in this, but I think I can program it to get in there. This does not come with AAA batteries or AA batteries. You have to provide your own. You need 3 of them for this remote. And but yeah, it's got a really great distance. In comparison to the stock remote that came with this car, the distance wasn't that great, and it was, you know, it would just cut off. It would just stop moving. So with this one, it's got a farther distance. I believe it's like 100 kilometers with this remote and setup in this car. So let's get into the car. I did some modifications to it, of course. That's how I roll. I put these 1/12 scale big truck tires. You can see I've already ran it. These big 1/12 scale big truck tires on here, 4-wheel drive tires. It widens the stance and gives it better stability. I also replaced the friction shocks, hashtag no friction shocks 2024, with oil filled shocks. These are actually WL Toy 1/14 scale shocks that I put in here. I just happen to have a set. I put them in the front and the back. Nothing changed as far as drive. Being inside of this and looking at this car, the guts are all metal minus the drivetrain. These are polycarbonate plastic, but they're quite durable. And I haven't measured anything out yet to see if I can replace these with metal. I'm sure I'll be able to find something once these take a poop. But the wheelie bar is a necessity now because of this new system in here. There's a 4200 kV motor inside of this, and I'll show you that here in a second. But everything's metal bearings, everything's metal in this car minus the drive, minus the CVTs and the dog bones. Even the drivetrain in the middle is a octagon shaped metal drive train, and both the differentials are both metal and plastic. The insides are metal as well. They're already set pretty good. I like how the differentials are working and not working like a drift car, but more like a basher. But this is a fun little car now. It was fun before. I had a great time with it before at Hawk's Field. This is the car that the Hawk tried to tried to snatch up like it was, thought it was food. I'm just moving my camera a little bit for get a better shot. There we go. Thought it was food. So, but it's a car, not food. And you can see that, I think, in marker number 1042 on that video of the Deerc HS14331 bashing video, and marker 1042 to 46, I believe. You can see the hawk swoop in and try to snatch my car. All right, let's take the lid off. I did secure the lights in place because they were just falling out all the time and it was just getting annoying, so I just put them in place. All right, so with the car, like, whoa, with this, like this, I can show you kind of what's going on here. All right, so this receiver box went right here where this battery is, but I opened up the battery tray to make it hold longer batteries. And because it's so tall, I can actually stack up the batteries and use that dual parallel Dean's connector that came with the legendary cars I have. This is the KV motor right there, and I put the receiver combo 3-wire servo in there and the receiver ESC combination. This runs off of 2S and 3S. This is rated for both right out of the box, stock. So that's why I was saying the 300E is a good car because you get stock right out of the box, capable of 2 and 3S. This is running really well, actually, and but that's the modification I did. It's got an aluminum gill on the motor to keep the motor cool, and like I said, I had to place this system right in the middle and zip tie it down because it wouldn't. I wanted a bigger battery tray, and plus, what came to the conclusion of a bigger battery tray was the fact that this little system did not fit sideways where the old one went. And if I was going to modify it to get it to fit, I might as well modify it to hold a bigger battery and have more miles for miles, you know. So instead of 1800 now, I can run 2200 mAh batteries, and I can double them up and run a 4400 in parallel, and it'll give me 4400 mAh, and we're not multiplying the voltage, only the mAh when it comes to parallel. When you multiply voltage, you're doing that in series. So with it being in parallel, I get twice the runtime, and it may kick up your voltage about 0.5% of a volt, like 0.5 of a volt to over voltage a tad bit when you're running 2 batteries, but not really a lot. You know what I mean? And me saying 0.5 might be a little bit too much. It might be less than that, if not half of that. But it does overvolt just a tad. You can see when you're running 2 batteries at the same time, you can see a little bit of a difference in the performance and how it's reacting. But it's not in a bad way. So yeah, that's the Deerc 1/4 scale mod version. This is a great car. Even though it's rated 8 years old and plus, stock, it was a lot of fun. I had a great time with this car stock, and now that I modified it and I took it out to my dirt parking lot right here behind my house, it was so much fun. My buddy and my landlord, he's my bestie, my best bro, he had a blast with it too, so we were running it the other day. But yeah, we're going to do a video. We're going to return to Hawks Field with this Deerc HS14331 and do another bash video with the new setup in it, new tires, and the new inner workings of it. I did not do any modification to the wheelbase other than add the wider tires. I didn't like do the trick where I was super gluing. Let me see if I can find the piece. There it is. I was super gluing these little hexes. Whoa. And I did that on my HS. My other, is it HS or HB? HB. 1/18 scale desert buggy. I super glued. No, I did it on the Traxxas LaTrac truck that I got. I extended the wheelbase wider. And that's going to be coming up in a video real soon. Probably that'll be first before this one. And because it's been a while since I've had that, and I've been meaning to run it, and I haven't had a chance. So we'll probably take that to Hawks field first. But what I did was I super glued these into place. And because this is not an axle going through the center like regular, it's a screwing into the axle or the CVT or the, you know, the dog bone area, the hub. And so I was able to super glue it in place. It cured in place and everything was copacetic, and I was able to widen the stance. On this one, I did not do that with these. I mean, that little bit really helped on that Latrax to put bigger tires on it, by the way. And it helped the way it was handling too. So you'll see that in the video. I didn't do that to this HS14331. It didn't need it. It had a really nice wide wheelbase already. Just putting these wider tires on really changed the game as far as like a wider stance and better handleability. It does topple over a little bit more because the tires are so big, but I think that's just kind of the given when you're doing stuff like this. I can always switch the tires back to the original stock tires if I feel the need to in the future. Everything transferred over just fine. Lights work, everything works. I had to do a little bit of modifications to the ESC, but I'm taking a DERC guts from another DERC and putting it into a DERC, so it was pretty easy transfer. It was no big deal. This does, like I said, run 2 and 3S, and now I'm able to run both of those. Before I wasn't able to do 3S because it was very small amperage and a very small motor, it was a 390 brushed motor, same that's in the Latrax, which the Latrax will get modified in the future as well to a brushless system. I was going to put this into that, but I thought again, and then when I got this for Christmas, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to put that DERC 300E guts into this instead. And that one, I'll just buy a ESC and a motor for it and run the receiver and controller from the Latrax. So, but yeah, hope that's not too confusing, guys. Do apologize. Happy Monday, by the way. But yeah, this is it. It's called a black hole, and it has chameleon colors. It turns green and then purple. So that's pretty cool. Got some few guys inside too. This is definitely based off of the Fire Team. When I was saying this it looked like it had a middle differential like the Fire Team, it was a fake. It was a facade. It was just running normally like a motor does in the rear end, like that back here, right? But right here there was a thing that looked like it was a differential cover to make it optically look like a Fire Team with a center drivetrain, but it wasn't. It was just standard, like every other cars we have. But yeah, that's about it, gang. I hope this finds you guys all happy and healthy, like I said. And again, please give me a subscription and a thumbs up. That helps the algorithm get my information out to you guys. I'm not affiliated to anything or anybody as of yet, but I'm hoping someday that will change. It'd be great to have, like, DERC sponsoring this channel, or Team Associated, or I like Traxxas, but I'm not a fanboy. I like some of the other models. I do like Low Scene. I like Team Associated. I definitely like DERC. I like Legendary brand stuff. I like their batteries too. I like Nitro RC, or I should say Exceed RC brands. Those are kind of those are vintage. You'll still be able to find them at Nitro RC. I believe it's nitrorc.com. But yeah, that's about it, gang. I hope you guys have a blessed day. Peace be with the journey, and you guys get out there and bash. You're never too old to play with toys. I was telling that to my neighbor, and she agreed. She's like, was giggling because she's like, "You're an old man playing with toys." I'm like, "Yeah, never too old to play with toys." She goes, "I agree with you 100%. Smiley's out. I'll see you on the next video. We're going to go bashing. Let's do it.